All right, I'll start off. As you guys know, signed Phillip Rivers to the practice squad. Super excited for him. His passion and his obsession for the game is unmatched. For him to come back and want to do this at 44 years old, I think is incredible. And I know he's going to give everything to this organization that he has. Sunday after the game, when Daniel went down and then we found out about Riley's knee, we're kind of like, hey, what are we going to do? And me and Chris were talking, and we're like, hey, let's call Phillip, see what he says. Called him Sunday night. We said, hey, what do you think? He said, heck yeah, I'm interested, heck yeah. And so he slept on it. I said, sleep on it. And then Monday, called him back Monday morning. He said, I need to get up there. I need to get up there and throw, get in that building, start moving around. So he came in here, threw. He didn't forget how to throw a football. So we did that Monday, and then Tuesday, he was in the hotel thinking it over. He called us. Me and Chris were in the office. Said, what do you think? He said, dadgummit, let's freaking go. And so we said, let's do it. And so we're excited for his opportunity. Like I said, he's one of the most passionate players I've ever been around. The obsession for the game is off the charts. So I know he's fired up to be back in this building. He's been with a lot of these guys when he played here last. So looking forward to that.
How soon has it been? 5 years? Is Sunday possible? Does he need a week and a half? What do you think?
Yeah, we're going to go through this week of practice, see how it goes, and then we'll make a decision at the end of the week probably. So we're going to get him through practice.
What's Riley's situation right
Riley
now?
will practice. He'll practice today. He's dealing with the knee, but he will practice.
If Riley's healthy, will he start?
We'll see how the week goes. We'll get to the end of the week and make that decision.
Are there enough similarities in the playbook that you guys used with the Chargers that he's going to come in and know what you're doing?
Yeah, it's all the same. It's been the same offense since I was with him all those years of the Chargers. So, yeah, he's got good familiarity. Obviously in the building all day yesterday, dialing in on the first, second down game plan, looking at third downs, all those different things. So, yeah.
He's obviously not in football shape. Where does that factor into all of this?
Yeah, that's part of it. We got to get him through this week of practice. Obviously, he's been throwing and working out and stuff, but obviously football shape's a little different. So we'll get him back in this week, see how the week goes, and make a decision at the end of the week.
How has it been for you getting back in the meeting room with Phil?
It's pretty wild. It's kind of a full circle moment, to be honest. Being back in the meeting room with him, just his energy, his passion for the game, sitting in that QB meeting yesterday, talking through things, and his hand gestures and everything he's got going. He stepped right back into it. I'm like, oh my gosh, nothing's changed. His brain, like I said, he's one of the smartest players, coaches I've ever been around. The way he sees the game is on a whole different level.
Shane, how do you define football shape?
I think you got to go out and do it. You know what I mean? I think you got to get into the rhythm of it. That's the biggest thing for him. He's got to get into the rhythm. He's got to feel the pass rush, do all those different things to get back into it.
Shane, how hard was this for you? Was it hard just to wrap you and Chris, to wrap y'all's brains around? We're going to ask a 44-year-old granddad. I mean, was that a hurdle you had to get over for yourself?
Yeah, we said, hey, shoot, we're looking at our options out there, and obviously he knows the system. He's played this game at the highest level of any, the quarterbacks that have played in this league forever. And obviously had those conversations with him. We had those conversations. And like I said, we're really excited for his opportunity. I think it's awesome.
I don't want to put words in your mouth. It sounds like you're saying, depending on what you see from Phillip this week, he could start independent of Riley's situation.
Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, it depends on how he feels, too. He's going to get through the week of practice, see how he feels at the end of the week, and we'll go from there.
How much do you think age played a factor or not? Because he is 44, and there's only been 6 guys, if he were to play, that play at that age in the NFL.
Yeah, that's part of it, right? I think obviously age is, you get older, and but I think the cool thing is that he wants to do it. I think that's pretty freaking cool. The guy's done so much in his career. He's a semifinalist, Hall of Fame, and he still wants to do it. And I think that sends volumes and message to everybody like, hey, man, you get to play this game, and I got an opportunity to go do it again. And I think the obsession that he has for the game to get back on the field with his teammates is going to be awesome.
4 games to go, lose your starting quarterback. A lot of folks will be like, hey, this season's over. What are they doing here? What do you tell your guys here? 4 games to go, just sign this 44-year-old.
Yeah, I think you got a guy that's done it at a high level. Obviously, it's been some time for him. But the leadership that he has and the juice he's going to bring to this football team is going to, I think it's going to be awesome for our guys. Just out on the practice field, in those meeting rooms. Like I said, we're 8-5. We got everything we want in front of us, and we got to go do it. We got a hell of a challenge this week in Seattle that we got to get ready for.
With Riley's knee, are you guys confident he could play, or is that something you guys have to figure out in practice this week?
Yeah, he's going to go through practice, but he's feeling good. So we'll see how the week goes.
Should Riley start, given his connection, his familiarity with Phillip, how much of an asset can Phillip also be in preparing Riley for what's
Oh, it's going to be huge. Obviously, a guy, I mean, shoot, he was coming out of the draft, and Phillip was helping him out of the draft. So there's a lot of familiarity there with those two guys. So it'll be good to see that dynamic now in the meeting room all the time. So it's huge to have a guy, a veteran presence for Riley, for sure.
Even if it's not this week, do you believe Phil can get to a level of play that fits the last 4 difficult games you have to win those games?
Yeah, that's the belief, and I think he believes that too. I mean, if we didn't believe that, he wouldn't be here. So he's got the belief and he's got the passion to go do it.
Will Braden practice today?
He will not. And then, yeah.
He came to here with the opportunity to play football, because I know a lot of conversations have been about mentoring and all that, but he came here to play.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You guys were, in the wake of Sunday, and you guys realized that Riley had a knee injury. Did you guys, reach out to anyone else, or was Phillip kind of like the first person you guys reached out to?
Yeah, there's a lot of conversations. I mean, there's people we reached out to, and obviously Phillip was one of them.
I know over the years it's been reported that, like, Phil runs kind of the same offense at St. Michael Catholic. When you talk to him just about offense, what were those conversations like maybe over the last couple of years when you've been the Colts head coach?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing even when we were together talking football, his plays, our plays, video clips, talking through those, and here we hit this play versus this, and same terminology and stuff. So that part's and he's been in it. I mean, so his brain's still rolling on football. And obviously, it's exciting to get him back in the fold.
I don't know if you remember practice schedule to where you practice today.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is I want to get some juice going this week for sure. And then obviously, it'll also help with Phillip, too, being in here, too, getting some reps.
I mean, you guys talk regularly. I don't know if you remember this, was a long time ago. His last year here, he played with a foot injury and wasn't really mobile. Did he ever talk to you about that?
Oh, heck yeah, he did.
What do you remember about that? Because I think, obviously, you think about lack of mobility at 44, but he didn't really have it that year because of the foot. So.
Yeah. No, I know. He had the big toe injury or whatever it was, and he played on it. I mean, he's as tough as they get. I mean, to suit it up for however many games in a row that he's played, I mean, he's tough as nails. I mean, he's been through some stuff. I mean, even when I was with him, I mean, just battling through things. And I think it was so important to him that he was always out there for his teammates, and that meant something to him. He's like, I'm going out there to fight for my guys, and I don't care what I have and what I got. Like, I'm going to play. And so the injuries that he's battled through in his career, speak volumes of his toughness.
Either Forrest Buckner or Sauce Gardner practice today?
Sauce Gardner will not, but we are putting Buck will practice in a limited. He's back. Yeah.
Shane, what will practice show you about what do you see? Is it velocity? Is it movement?
Yeah, I think it's the movement stuff in the pocket. That's going to be the biggest thing for him, obviously. Taking drops in the pocket, feeling the pass rush, all those things, I think will be the biggest thing for him.
Does Phillip have a way about, like, getting on the same page with receivers quickly?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, he wants it a certain way and how he wants it run and the windows that he's trying to throw it into. And obviously he's got some familiarity with the guys. Mo Alley Cox he played with, Pittman he played with, JT he's played with. So I think that's pretty special, too, that he's coming back in this building to play with some of those guys that he went to battle with, back in 2020.
How does Brett Rippon factor into all this? Because he was on your roster.
Yeah.
He's been here for several weeks, so what is he standing on?
Yeah, he's progressing well. He's part of the 3 quarterbacks that we got on the roster right now, and he's progressing well.
Shane, I guess we asked about Seattle. Their defensive numbers pretty impressive. What do you see?
They fly around. I think their head coach does a good job defensively with their scheme. Their pass rush, Leonard Williams is a hell of a player inside. Obviously, they're stopping the run really well, doing some good things on the back end with their coverages and their disguises. So we're excited to go into a hostile environment and getting fired up for the challenge.
How much will that environment dictate whether you start a rookie for the first time ever versus a guy who started 200-some games?
Yeah, I think we got to get through the week. Not so much worried about the environment. Just get through the week, see how practice goes, and then we'll go from there.
Why now? Because he has talked in the past about having opportunities to potentially come out of retirement. So what were those conversations like about finally going through with it?
Well, I think a little bit, too, is he has a belief that he can do it. And obviously we called him, and we're in the hunt. And, I mean, he's like, man, we got a chance. And I'm going to go. And if I can be a part of that, that's freaking awesome. And so he's fired up for the challenge. I know that. And if he wasn't fired up for the challenge, he wouldn't do it.
What do you think being teammates with several of these guys just 5 years ago, JT, Michael Pittman Jr. factors into how he can quickly integrate with some of the newer guys too?
Yeah, I think it's good. Obviously, a guy that's done it at a high level and played with those guys, I think there's obviously a level of respect right off the gate of what he's done. I know the guys are fired up to have him in the building for sure.
Shane, just to be sure, at any other point in your time here with the Colts, did you ever reach out to Philip just to gauge his interest?
No, we would talk. That was it. And then this is something that just came up.
Shane, is there any part of you that says we've lost 4 or 5, we need juice, and he is juice?
He does give us juice, I'll tell you that. I know that. He's going to have a ton of it. So I think that helps for sure. I definitely think it helps.
Is he the first player that you will have coached that's older than you?
I've coached someone who was older than me before, so he's, obviously with age, everyone gets older. So,
That was true 10
yeah,
years ago.
that was true 10 years ago. So, yeah,
All right. You guys good?
all great. All right, guys.